has everything.
Big Boy's Neighborhood. Alrighty, man. This right here, this is a pleasure. When I came in, he was like, man, play. I was like, no, pleasure's all mine. And I love to make sure that this one happened. We got Absol in the neighborhood, man. Absol, welcome, my brother.
Big boy, man. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm doing well, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I just got to say, man, this is a dream come true, man. You know, I came up listening to you, man.
Thank you.
Feel me? I got your autograph as a kid.
No, you didn't, man.
That's what I'm saying.
How did that happen?
Are you serious?
I got your autograph as a child backstage at the Hard Knock Life Tour.
Damn.
That's beautiful.
That is crazy, man. And you know what I love about that, Ab, is that you held on to that until we had this moment. Because we'll see each other, we slap hands, it's traffic.
Yeah.
But damn, that's crazy. I'm glad
I've been waiting forever to tell you that. It's been, it's been a dream, like a dream of mine. You know, I grew up in a record shop.
Yes, sir. Hello.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't think you physically came down to the shop, but y'all always used to do pop-up shops at the mom and pop shops. Mm-hmm. So, a big dream of mine was to eventually one day, sell my record in the store. You know what I'm saying? And have you shouting it out like, go get it at Magic. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Wow. I'm good for 50%. I'm good with 50%.
You know what I'm saying, man? How old, Ab, do you think you were when I signed the autograph? For one, it got to be a little older because I signed an autograph.
Mm-hmm. Right. No,
people don't even ask for autographs no more.
Yeah, right. I had to be about like 12, 13.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I'm 29 now.
Oh, my God.
You've been here.
Man, I remember looking at you and I said, hey, man, one day. He was like, I don't know, Uncle Big. I said, just keep going there, young fella. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to tell him, man. I said, you just keep going on. He came up to me. I said, who you want me to make it out to? He said, Herbert. I was like, hold on now, little Herbert. And then we started changing up his name. Right then and there, man. Wow. And then he was like, man, I said, man, you love hip hop? He was like, absolutely. I was like, that's dope.
That's dope.
I said, man, are you having a good time? He was like, absolutely. Everything I said, he kept saying, absolutely. And then I was like, man, Absol. And remember, you took it and you ran with it. You know what I'm saying? I can freestyle some lies if I want, you know?
I remember it like it was yesterday.
You don't quite remember it like that.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? But no, I appreciate that, man. And that's crazy. And you know what's a trip about that, Al? Yeah. Is that somewhere down the line, if it hasn't happened now, and it's gonna be now, and it's gonna be somebody a year or two, or they'll say, man, 5 years ago, but you already creating those moments also for somebody else.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And also just the body of music, even before just walking in, like Ab and DJ Head know as well.
Yeah.
Like Head was one of those cats when everybody was like, oh man, we talking on cold. He walked in and he was like, hold on, man.
I heard it. Oh, the whole hood recorded that and sent
man,
it.
I'm talking about even before he made it to the mic, he was like, hold on, whoa, hey.
I swear, I'm in New York doing press. You know what I mean? And all of the homies is on their way to work. You know what I'm saying? Playing, you know what I'm saying? Listening the head go off. It was,
man.
It's a great day for the hood.
But also, man, just another great body of music too, though, man. And what I love about it also, Ab, is it gets back into where you gotta pay attention again. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay
movement. Intelligent movement.
Got to. Yeah. You got and a lot of cats, and not that people stray, because there's always been certain people that you do go to for certain things. Yeah. And I mean, we can go back 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. It was like, okay, when PE's doing this, Joski Love is doing the Pee Wee dance or whatever. You know, so there's always some. Yeah. There's a large spectrum of people. Yeah. But when you do get something where you just start to listen and you listen for lyrics, and whatever age I am also, man, even when it came down to the 666, I had to pick up my phone and look at the phone, and I was like, mom, for you know what I'm saying? At my age,
shout out to Doe Burger, man.
You know, like I'm rich.
That was dope. That was a true story with him and his mama. Shout out to Vicky.
Hey, man.
We really here.
But no, completely well, man. And even just in the TDE family, man, just the standalone talent that cats have in that, bro. Man.
Skill.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because you can be talented. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it could be like that boy talented. Yeah. Like, man, he walking on glass.
Circus act.
Like man, they out there on motorcycles and all kind of stuff.
So dope.
Like, go ahead, honey.
How do you keep your own individuality as an artist in a family that is so talented?
You know, I just look at this Vesica Pisces on my arm.
Hey.
You feel me? Pisces gang, you know, and I just be like, man, you know, Christ conscious. I'm here, you know what I'm saying? Look at my fingerprint. It's not like yours.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, that's it. You
I
feel
love
me?
that.
Hey, now, are you a Pisces?
I am.
Go ahead. Now, when's your birthday?
February 23rd.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
Pisces.
Christ conscious, Piscean.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
I've never met a Pisces I don't like.
You won't.
Real talk, man. My mom, Pisces,
Water.
February 23rd.
Water.
Rest in peace. That's
your mom's
great.
birthday,
February 23rd. My son, February 22nd. My sister, March 4th. My relative, my cousin Gino, March. I've never met a Pisces that did something crazy.
You went.
Exactly, brother.
Okay, Ab. So I was listening to the album, and I want to know. At one point, you're saying God is a girl, right? Or you're questioning
Question
it.
mark, yeah.
But then in other parts of the album, you're also saying God, not a girl's the devil. That's both.
Oh,
I
I mean,
think they can be.
just playing the, you know, devil in the blue dress, you know,
It's-
devil
it's-
wears Prada type, you know, just a play on
But
that.
even just in this room,
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
blind
you know what I'm
hair,
saying?
Come on, bro.
Like,
blind
think
hair,
about it.
blue-eyed devil, you know, you just
lo-
heard these references.
Got
you. Know what I'm
you.
saying? No
And-
But
disrespect.
let's not run away. Yeah, you almost, you
No
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
disrespect.
All right, Khalid Abdul
I
Muhammad.
love you.
Yeah,
I
he,
love you.
he in here
Yeah.
doing it, Jack. All right, Minister Tony. we got baby Farrakhan hanging out with us. But when you really think about, you know, the devil, like this is the angel over here.
Sometimes.
Yeah, and then
Hi,
and
Natalia.
this one over here.
That's one over here.
Yeah, you know,
But
she's
you know
very
what's
nice.
really funny is like sometimes, a lot of times, I feel like Ide has a very angelic side to her,
Yeah,
and
she
I've
does.
got my like flip side as well. Like I can be.
You low key demonic though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
are.
I'm sure
You're
that's
kind of one of the
demonic.
ones that he was writing about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
that's
know what I'm
okay.
saying? You don't wear your devil on your shoulder. You the devil in the blue and red dress sometimes.
Both.
Yeah, don't get it absolutely
angel,
twisted.
An angel with angles.
You know, yeah.
Damn.
Man, now being that you do have like expectations, and I don't mean expectations where you get into the booth and it's like, oh, but you do have a following.
Yeah.
People do know Ab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you take those kind of things in the studio with you now? And not that you just aiming to please, like, oh man, I gotta please, but is there more of a pressure from when it was years ago?
You know what pressure do?
Burst pipes,
Or
make diamonds.
my nigga.
There it is right there.
Hey.
Hello.
Excuse me,
I'm glad I
excuse
had it,
me,
man,
excuse
because if
me.
I didn't have it, I would have looked like a dumbass to you. Like, you know what pressure do? Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cooker.
Makes
It's
a
a
pot roast
pressure
in
cooker.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
Fucking dope in the
So yeah, so you don't feel it at all?
Yeah, no, I mean it's just a responsibility. You know what I'm saying? With great power comes great responsibility. More, you know.
Do
to
what
have a
thou
voice.
wilt.
Yeah.
Why the title and why going in and saying, okay, you know what? Is it the title first or is it the body of music and then a title?
Well, you know, the title kind of felt, you know, I kind of get a concept going, and you know, the title kind of makes its way. But you know, this album is based on the Book of the Law by Aleister Crowley.
Do you read a lot?
I listen well.
Okay, I hear you. I got you. Hello.
feel me? I can't see that well, but you know, he's a very interesting dude. He's very influential throughout music and history and culture. So, you know, I looked into that book, and it was very interesting, and that's where that famous quote comes from. It's a famous quote. And it just really sounds like free will. You know, that's how it resonates with me, free will, because, you know, wilt is old English for will. It's not
Yes.
the new wilt in the English dictionary is like to die off. You feel me? Shout out to Rhett. Yeah, Rhett help me. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Taught you that.
Thank you. But no, yeah, a will is not a want. It's not a desire. It's like it's supported by, you know, love and passion. That's what you know, when you pass, you leave your will to your loved ones, and, you know, so on. Where there's a will, there's a way, so on and so forth. So you know,
Why do you feel on this album in the progression
Yeah.
of what we know with Ab? Why do you feel now, and not even now, but letting us in even more so?
I mean, I've been an open book.
Right. But
Yeah, I've been an open book. So I mean, you just.
But
figure-
deeper pages now as well
it's
too,
deeper
though.
pages because, you know, the pages are getting deeper. Yeah, it's just how it's been. You know, I can only be honest. So, you know, all in all, even if you take it as, you know, deep, or, you know, it could the album can be dark for you, but I want you to take the silver lining. You know, I want you to take the getting over. I want the overcome, the triumph. You follow me? I want you to take that. Don't look at it as I'm depressed. I smile a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I smile a lot. Laughter is good for the soul. You feel me? So, don't get the wrong idea, but I'm human too, and I go through things too. I cry too. So that's all that is.
With the album cover, just taking the glasses off.
Yeah.
Of course, that's a conscious decision.
Yeah.
When do you arrive there, and why did you arrive to the album cover that we see now?
I mean, I'm very self-conscious about my eyes, obviously, because of the light sensitivity. I'm like squinting, and it was honestly a decision. It was an idea by my man Dave. He was like, I think it's just probably time to give him that because I haven't revealed.
Right.
It. So
see.
if you thought that I was like hiding, if you didn't get the part about me having an eye condition or something like that, it was for that.
Before people knew, did they just think that it was more of being too cool, or you know what I'm saying? Oh, he rocking his glasses.
I'm sure. I mean, I feel if you from my following, I'm sure they understand.
They knew, yeah.
If you listen to me clear, I make reference to that a lot. But for anybody who didn't know and thought that I was just trying to be cool or whatever, this is.
And it's Steven Johnson syndrome.
Steven Johnson syndrome.
Really though.
Yeah.
Now, what exactly is that?
It's a rare virus caused by a rare bacteria. And it's basically internal and external fever. So I was just like, burning up from the head down. So if they were able to stop it before it passed my pelvis. You get what I'm saying? So
And what age are you?
10.
10 years of age.
Yeah. Before I met you.
Hello, you see what I'm saying? So when I met you, it was like, I come to you at the age of 12, and then I just tap you and give you more light. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I was like, hey, young fellow, take it thou art and run with it thou. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
And then look what we've become. You know what I'm saying?
here
And
we
you
are.
too, you was like, hey, brother, Uncle Big, you got a career. I was like, nah, this ain't the last year. You was like, never.
Yeah.
Then we both walked off, man.
That's how it
And
happened.
then we met each other right here, right back,
crazy.
right back.
Back here.
Hey, man, do you ever meet anyone that has the same condition as you?
Man, actually, I have people have reached out.
Yeah.
But true story, on my tour, my first tour, headline tour, These Days tour, there was this lady that in Providence, Rhode Island, and there's no hip hop market there. You know what I mean? And so I did that show, and it was it wasn't even probably 200 or 300 people, and I was kind of down about it, right? Like, why do we even do this? But the promoter came onto the bus afterwards and bought this lady, I guess, who booked the show. And it's a lady who actually survived from Steven Johnson syndrome yet not too long ago. She's an older woman too, you know what I mean? She worked for Anheuser-Busch corporate. And so, her with the new technology now and her new, medical support and what they know about it now, she was able to treat it with, more, treat it better. And so she had literally booked me a show to give me this information. She didn't want to reach out to me just as a regular fan, in an email.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She wanted to put some money in my pocket and tell me about these new, because she sees that I'm still wearing my shades. She wanted to tell me about the new technology they have for us.
Is that something you look into?
Since then, I've considered it, but I mean, it's still kind of, I need a corneal transplant. So I'm just kind of
And
just don't let me fall off a cliff.
right.
I'll walk by faith. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that.
And then all this damn work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then you want to mess around and bring an album out?
Man, so.
The things you want to do.
Throughout your music, I feel you speak a lot about God and the Bible and Adam and Eve. Why is it important for you to mention that in your music?
I grew up in the church.
Oh, nice.
I grew up in the church. I'm a Bible quiz scholar. I used to go around to.
Hey, man,
to
and
national
please don't take
conventions
this
and
as
compete.
disrespect, but I got to call you on something.
Go ahead.
You saying you grew up in the church.
Yes, sir.
A while ago, you said you grew up in the record store.
Yes, sir.
Where did you go?
Come on, man.
Tell us the truth, man.
Consistency.
Come on, man.
Hey, man,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, hey, check this out, man. You know,
Got you.
the record shop open late on Sunday.
Okay, there it is. All right, I just wanted to make sure.
After church.
Yeah, after church. on
Because I didn't want somebody to
Sundays,
be like, Big, he got one past you. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
No, for
Yeah,
sure.
and we do grow up in the church, real walkie-talkie,
sure.
though. And that holds still to you.
Yeah, for sure. And like, you know, I'm in there with, you know, you got to know I'm in there in the record shop working with my, you know, it was owned by my grandfather and my grandma, managed by my mom. So I'm working
Lord.
for my mom and my grandma, who made me go to church every day. This is like crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
And that's tuition into the school of
Yeah.
experience that you just can't buy. You know what I'm
Correct. No,
saying?
for real.
And you got to think, man, for a lot of people that don't get a chance to get up and go to the church or learn certain things or crack open books. Because I remember early on, even just listening to like early KRS-One or whatever it is, sometimes I learned and gained knowledge just from what I was listening to on hip hop records.
Yeah, I'm KRS too.
Hello. But you know what I'm
That's
saying?
my latest one.
But some cats really like they get a lot of that information from the Ab-Souls of the day. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
No, I'm saying I mean, like, because our whole movement is intelligent movement. That's
Yes,
why
sir.
KRS-One.
Hey.
Hip hop is intelligent movement. Literally, to be hip is to be intelligent. The hop is a movement.
Hey man, how did the relationship with TDE start for you? Because it's not
No,
like no
yeah.
overnight where
it
man.
wasn't. No, Soundwave, our in-house producer, A&R, the company right now. He that was the first producer I ever worked with when I was a kid. He's my cousin, my homeboy, one of my closest homies, Joshua Cherry, his cousin. And so, you know, we used to go to his house in Compton and record on his, you know, he was making beats on his PlayStation. It was tight. You know, and so I got older or whatever, and he eventually moved to Carson. So we linked back up, like probably like my senior year in high school. And so, you know, that's when I really started to take it seriously. I started like recording in my room and stuff. And so I linked back up with him. He bought me a beat tape. I put together a mixtape. He took it to Punch. I had a great conversation with Punch, and, you know, told me to come back the next day. I never left.
And what year is this?
This was
Almost 10?
06, 07.
So 10 damn near 10 years ago.
Absolutely.
Now, right now,
Long term.
Ab, hello. You can hear TDE and it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody come and say TDE, you definitely want to get on.
Yeah.
But early on, what made you understand that, man, we got something here with this Top Dog Entertainment or whatever that team was,
Right.
that we didn't know that y'all presented to the world, and now we all know.
Right.
And it sounds like, oh yeah, definitely that's an easy call right there.
It was actually kind of spiritual because you know, my cousin Slim, shout out to B Slim. My cousin B Slim, he had played me K.Dot's mixtape probably not even a month prior. He pulled up on me, and before I heard K.Dot or Kendrick now, I thought I was the best rapper in the world.
Go ahead now, hello.
So when I heard it, you know, he was like, man, you got to listen to this kid right here. This kid right
And
here.
y'all
You know,
had never seen like
Nah, I never, you know, and this was my first, you know, I was.
that's your introduction.
That was my introduction. And then I'm at the record shop, and I see that we had J-Rock mixtapes too. Like, you know, like in the giveaway set, you know, when rappers would come in, had their CDs in there on consignment.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, J-Rock was in there already. And so when I got invited to the studio and they were just in there working on a record, it was like, whoa, this is spiritual. Not even like a month, not even within a month's time of me meeting these guys, I got introduced to them, and then I fell in the room. So it was a real, you know, and I just fell in line. They was doing a song about a heist, so you know they needed a driver. So who better than the blind guy?
Hello.
Have the blind kid be the driver, right? That's funny.
Hey man, so when you
That's
look
crazy.
at what's going on with what we've seen as TDE now, it's a very, I mean, when it comes to what you guys do, y'all do it very well, but you can't say, oh, well, there's a sound or there's similarities. You know what I'm saying? Like each soldier, y'all stand on your own.
Individuals.
With that also, is there family competition?
Oh, all the time. But it's so much love at the same. It's a balance because I need everybody to be I want everybody to be number one.
Yes, sir.
Just as much as I need to be number one. And I'm glad you pointed out that there's no particular sound. We all represent different sections of LA. You get what I'm saying? I take Carson, Kendrick take Compton, J-Rock, Watts, Schoolboy, South Central. So we have to stay true to our sections. We have to use the slang of our sections. We have to wear the uniforms of our sections. And that's important for us to do. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to be friends.
Right. Yeah.
We're not supposed to be friends.
Right.
So that and that's just very important to note. We're really taking this stand beyond the rap. This is a stand to show the streets that, we can hold, we could, you know what I'm saying? We could do this together.
What do you enjoy about being Ab-Soul?
I just be feeling like young Michael Jackson, man. No, that's true though.
Right. What is that? What, for real though? I ain't gonna let that get past me. What is that?
It's love. It's love, bro. I want it to be. I'm a wordsmith. I love words. I get a kick out of making people think and say.
Where did that come from though?
I think that's just, I grew up, I come from the cloth of, cannabis and, Raz Cash, and Eminem, these things, the real MCs. So that's just me. I'm a rapper's rapper. I come from that. So I can only continue to push that bar. So for all of the new kids that's here, that's why I say it's important for me to, tell, as funny as you are, big boy, this is legendary, dog. You are a legend. You got to know that.
Brother.
It's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It's great. It's entertaining, but this is legendary. A lot of guys rap.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't have one, we give you one when you walking in.
Right,
Like, you got a gun? Like, no, here, take this one. Stop bullshitting. It's real in there.
Yeah.
But what's the relationship like, man, when you do get an Ab-Soul or... how good is this for you right now?
Well, we always talk about it. It's crazy. Like we can't believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a video out that we all watched together where Soul was sitting there talking and he was like, they really let us in.
Yeah.
Right.
He was like, they really let us in here. Like
industry,
for us, it's like he was saying earlier, it's crazy to even just be here with you. Like this was not available to us when we was doing our thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We was in Chuck's bedroom interviewing him and K.Dot and everybody, and his wife was in the kitchen making us food, and we was talking about the Kendrick Lamar EP or talking about Long Term 2.
Yeah.
And
The dope part about it too is the fact that I remember asking them a while back, like, yo, let's say in 5 years, fast forward 5 years from now, if this don't work out, what do you do? They like, when we not stopped, it's a long time. We not stopping.
Right. There is no 5
ain't no
years.
backup
Ain't no backup plan. And it goes to show the testament of the brand and what they do now. And now everybody's on it, which is dope to see. So fast forward, it's amazing for everybody to jump on it. And it's like, it's a talent there. You know, it's been there from day one.
Let me ask you this, man, to Homegrown Radio as well. How important is it for us to continue to recognize TDE, Ab-Soul, or what you guys see? Because y'all keep Turf Talk for real, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and what they'll do also, man, is that they'll go and say, hey, Big, check this out. And I'm not even talking about once to make it to the head list. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Early on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how important is it for us to continue to watch that?
well, I think for like he said, it's more like intelligent movement. So it's about like I love to have fun. Everybody know. Like we even talked about it yesterday where I didn't even like his music at first. Like we were just friends.
Exactly.
I didn't like his music because I couldn't play it in the
Right.
parties.
I hear you.
I couldn't play his music in the parties, and this is right when I first started DJing, and we did a skit on his album. He's like, "Yeah, I'm checking you out on the DJ tip." That's a skit on his
Flush.
When you
Flush.
first started DJing,
That's when I first started DJing. So the thing is, like, for me personally, I had to catch up to where he was at. Like, I wasn't even ready for what he was doing when we started. Correct. And I would always complain to Chuck, like, yo, we playing all this slow, like, esoteric, just weirdo music. And Soul was like, yo, this is what we doing.
Yeah.
Right.
But
It's
Really
like,
though.
but we was
it.
homies, so
And
it was like it was cool.
But the important part is providing that platform, like you were talking about. There,
Right.
like you talking back in the day, hip hop has always been that. It's always been the fun. It's always been the balance of
Yeah.
whatever.
You gotta have
It's
that.
always important that you got to provide that platform.
Right.
So, cats, whether you want to say on the local level, whether you want to say on the lyricism, whether you want to say anything of that nature, you have to have that balance and that opportunity to get folks like Soul, folks like TDE, from whether you want to say local, LA, lyricism, whatever. You have to provide that platform to get cats to shine, because you have other cats out there listening like, yo, I can do it too. You know, so that's why I feel like it's very important that we continue to support artists like that and put them on the mainstream, not only for LA, not only for Carson,
Right.
but for
the world,
Yeah,
brother.
world.
But not just
Culture.
that.
Yeah,
They
culture.
support us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like this is day one.
Yeah.
Like
So-
in the trench. You know what I'm saying?
So and that's why I was telling you, Big, like these guys, like I told them day one when I did my first interview, I'm coming back every time.
Yeah.
I roll out. Every time I come back,
Mm-hmm.
it's a bigger situation. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Every single time I run back around, it's a bigger situation. And now we sitting here talking about it with you. It's a dream come true, bro.
You were talking about how this is a dream come true. This is, you couldn't really, you imagined it at one point, but if at one point it was, far fetched. But what is it about the industry that you actually don't like, or you wish you could change?
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
And how do you make sure you don't get caught up in the world that we've seen a lot of other rappers get caught up in?
I just don't get caught up in it.
Where does that come from?
God.
I love that.
So I know exactly what I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? I've been doing this. I grew up in music retail. Kevin Lyles used to put up posters in the record shop.
Damn.
I come from that. Just so you know what I'm saying?
Klaus.
I used to order from Abbey Road. You feel me? Just so you know. So I'm here in full form. I'm a rapper's rapper. I know how to market and promote it. I know how to do it. I know it all from the ground level. You know what I'm saying? My family responsible for all of the VIP stores in LA area.
Yes, sir.
You get what I'm saying? I come from that. I come from the mom and pop shops, black entrepreneurship. You feel me? So I have that in me. My distinction is set. I know exactly who I am and what I'm doing.
What a great influence. I was just going to say, that's a great influence to see someone above you be able to hold something, control it, push it out.
And then it's just something that you can't even buy that anymore.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? You can't buy that feeling, that texture, that knowledge, like that. That's a lost era as well. And for those who had a chance to get in and learn and see, and for some people, what you just said is foreign.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
that's
for
what I'm
those
saying.
that know,
and that's why I'm here. I'm here to remind the kids that, you know what I mean, that didn't have cassette tape, that didn't see the mom and pop shops, don't still have a CD collection. Where we come from, the roots of the things. You feel what I mean? Where it's important to know your roots. It's very important to know your roots, and that we keep our value for the sake of the culture. For the sake of the culture, we don't put out too much free music because we like to hold our value high.
man,
We're held at a value. I don't freestyle no more.
I heard that.
did.
Oh, well, get off the turn. I was about to. I'm glad you didn't turn around and see what we had.
Freestyle is
Well,
expensive.
yeah,
man.
pay styles, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's what E40 said, man. I don't freestyle. Nah, man, don't rap for free, man. It's pay style on mine because I love money, man.
Yeah.
Like you gotta kick in.
Sure.
Let me ask you this, Absol.
What's up, bro?
You're on a raft.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the ocean. All righty? You look in the water. You see two people floating. You can only pull up one.
Yeah.
You look in the water. You see Kendrick Lamar and you see Schoolboy Q.
Yeah.
Who do you pull up?
I'm definitely bringing Dot. Q got to swim.
Hey, man,
We laughing at him.
But you know, I love it though, man. Because let me tell you, I get in, man, and we create so much funk with Kendrick back to Schoolboy and School.
man.
I love how
it.
y'all can continue to play with each
these
other,
are my
and that's what
brothers,
I was
man.
about to say. The same
brothers, man.
words, bro. The same words.
Brothers, man. We slept on the floor for this, man.
How crazy is
Loaned
it?
each other our last dollar for this, man. You feel me?
How crazy is that, man, that you do sleep on the floor with somebody, loan each other the last dollar, tear a sandwich in half, go to bed full or hungry with somebody, and then now you see where
Top
you guys,
ramen.
man, yeah, and you see now that you can look over here and it's a festival.
Right.
or you guys look over at each other and it's a private plane or first class, or y'all like, and continue, not just arrive, but continue to go. What does that feel like with people that's been on the floor with you?
I don't know how to explain the feeling, but me and Kendrick just look at each other like, yeah.
And
yeah,
you ain't got to say it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey man, have you ever had that feeling when you on stage, Ab, and it just hit you real quick, like damn, like this is crazy?
Yeah, no, for sure. But at the same time, I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I can honestly tell you that I saw it. So when it did hit me, I didn't skip a beat.
Right. You knew it was coming.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't miss it. I didn't fall off beat when it hit me. So,
surprised it was there, but not surprised it came.
Exactly.
Hey man, that's the same thing I used to do. Man, Ab, I used to tell cats, like, man, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be famous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I would even tell my homies, and not just famous for what we see as it now, but I was like, man, people are gonna know me.
Yeah.
And I would tell my homies, they'd be like, well, Kurt, if I'm like, no, man. Like, not if you become, I would always tell them, like, no, not if. I would always say, man, when. And I was in church one time, bro, and this lady came up to me, and I mean, we got to crash the car ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To arrive certain, you got to go through some things, you know what I'm saying?
You got to go through it.
You got to live life to tell somebody I live life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and so I remember one time, man, I was in church and this lady came up to me, and Ab, it seemed like she grew out the ground.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see her walking up to me or nothing. And she looked at me and she said, don't let the devil get a hold of you. And it seemed like she disappeared.
Yeah.
And so anytime growing up in life, you do, you know what I'm saying? You would like just life things, I would always reflect back to that and be like, man, don't go too far. And I'm talking about Ab with certain things was about to like get caught up. It seemed like I always had like, some shield. Some shield that it gave me enough to get through something.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
learn from it.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, I'm here with the homies. Like, we're excited. You know what I'm saying? I call my boy Short Dog to come out with me, Fresh Lord.
Right. Zip.
And it's this type of energy. It's the church we surround ourselves with. You know what I'm saying? It's we speak highly of ourselves. This high power is real. You know what I'm saying? I walk with the gods. I refer to my brothers as gods.
Yes, sir. Same here.
You know what I'm saying? We prophets here, and we got a responsibility to do.
Hey, man, let me ask you this. Just also, when you think about family, like sometimes, man, and even just growing up, if it was me and my brothers, it would always be like, man, if he was getting into something, let me handle it. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to do something so bad for somebody you love.
Yeah.
And I even noticed that it was almost like, even with Kendrick, he was like, Kendrick, hold on.
Yeah.
This Jay Electronica thing, and no disrespect to Jay Electronica, but you was like, hold on.
Yeah.
That's something I would do for my brother, because you know how you would begin an argument or your brother and you'll swing. You know what I'm saying?
He's about to get a Grammy for I Love Myself.
Right.
I didn't need him going to battle rap war with this dude, and like I had the relationship. I have the relationship with Jay Electronica. So that I feel like that his statement bothered me the most anyway.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And the statement was?
He just was on Periscope, just kind of, downplaying Kendrick to an extent. You could do your Googles, but you feel me? He later on put out a public apology. Note that. You feel me? It's love, it's respect. But you know what we came to do, man? I refer to him as the Asiatic black God.
Yes, sir.
So
Still.
And so, I expect him to know, what I came to do, why I said what I said. I feel like I said what I said, same reason why he said what he said. And
from you, it was very necessary.
Yeah, it had to be done, man.
Have soul in the neighborhood. Y'all stick around. Yes, sir.
I forgot. I just got off the phone with your man Pesci too. He
told me to Lord have mercy. Oh God. You don't work Pesci into the damn interview. Pesci, what upper?
What up?
All right. Go ahead and get your shine, my brother. Now that's that dude. He in the dugout too, though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He in the dugout too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with Pesci, boy, that dude, like Pesci, the sky is blue. No, it's not. It's red.
Exactly.
This dude, like, and man, this dude to make up a story like a mug too, Jack. Like, oh,
Classic.
wait. Yeah, he'd tell a story like it's his own.
He's a classic.
You know what I'm saying? This dude, like, man, yeah, he one of the 3 Musketeers, all kind of shit come out.
Hey, you see who I surround myself with, man? We aim high, baby.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you.
We aim high.
Man,
baby.
thank God you didn't bring them with you, though. No, I'm just like, they not going to let you leave, bro.
Hey,
I have
here,
questions
Yeah,
on
man.
questions.
Yeah, man.
This is a personal one. Where's your girlfriend at?
She's in New York right now.
Uh-oh, hello.
She is so hot. I have a girl crush on Yadis for the longest.
What's her name?
Yeah, that's
Yadis?
Yadis,
Am I saying it
hello.
right?
Yeah, watch your mouth.
She is so hot.
Talking about girl crushes and everything.
I do. I think she's hot.
I'm on the girls now about my girl. You feel? That's
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's
Like,
what
that's
guys are
disrespectful.
girl. You dig? That's what time it is, man.
Yes.
Watch your back.
You
man.
got to worry about the female knocking your queen
These
quicker
girl
than the
crushes
dude.
I'm dealing with now.
Yeah, man.
What's up? What's going on?
Hey, watch yourself. That's
I'm
my
watching
stuff.
her.
Nah,
What's the key to keeping a relationship like that? Because you guys been at it for a while now. Like, how do you keep that tight? And I see your guys' interaction, and I'm like, damn, like that's dope. Like you could tell, like you guys have a good relationship.
I mean, I think we have a common interest. You know, she knows what field I'm in. She knows I'm in entertainment. She's an entertainer as well, and so you know that common ground factor, you know, is important. And you know, long distance is difficult, but you know, I think that you know when you not in each other's face every day, you know, it builds anticipation, and you know, I think that keeps a big sense of you know anticipation, which you know is important. You want to be spontaneous and you know do different things in your relationship. So you know,
Yeah.
just you know by the grace of God, you know,
Get all that in right now, though.
yeah.
Because then we start marrying,
nah.
you live, and you
Hey,
walk
please,
downstairs.
please,
Even my
please
wife be
don't.
looking like, oh my
Please
God.
don't go there yet.
Like,
Please.
Jesus Christ. He said, don't go there.
Let me live.
You got the platform. You want to propose right now?
Nah,
Call
nah.
her up. We can get on the phone.
Put her on the phone.
I got
That's
way-
that pressure.
I got,
You know,
no, it ain't no
once
pressure. I got
somebody
more
get
zest than
married,
that.
that's when
I
they
got
do
more-
that.
I got more zest than that.
But when a married man gets, as soon as you get married, then everybody got to get married. Like, man, when you gonna make it real, man? That only come from married men. You marry each other? Yeah, so that's he trying to tie
on,
Head
soul.
down. Head don't even have a female yet.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
He like, Head, you got to get married. Head like, man, I don't even have a girlfriend.
They're like, hell nah.
Like, yeah. Head like, man, I got work to do, Jay.
work to do.
There's a whole lot of work
Flush.
to do, man. Yeah, all right. Take your time. Don't pump your brakes, but apply the pressure at least. Slow this thing down, man. But Ab, I definitely want to thank you for coming into the neighborhood,
thank
man.
y'all, man. Thank
It
you
is
for
a
having me,
pleasure
man.
to have you here, brother.
Yeah.
And make sure that you come back and you holler at us, man.
All the
And
time.
I'd love to see you guys continue to win. And this is the first time that we had a real chance where I could feel Ab Soul. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
waiting on this day, man.
And I appreciate you, brother.
So I appreciate you, dog.
Thank you, man. Ab Soul in the neighborhood, Big
Carson
Boy's
in the
neighborhood.
house.
Hello.
Yeah.